Moving on, the alliance of Pakistan and China is not a coalition for development. Apparently, the shared goal of eliminating minorities from their respective territories is what brings them closer. Uyghurs in China's Xinjiang and Baloch, Sindhis, Pashtuns and several ethnicities in Pakistan are directly under the state attack for just being them. They are not just marginalized and are deprived of fundamental rights and facilities, but the governments have trampled upon even the bare minimum they have.
Human rights advocates, thinkers and diplomats convened in Geneva to express their alarm over Pakistan and China's systematic torture and discrimination against racial and religious minorities. Interfaith International, a Swiss non-governmental organization, organized the Symposium on Freedom of Religion, Human Rights and Politics. The participants also called for quick action from the international community and underlined the systematic persecution of racial and religious minorities in both nations through harsh laws and their military forces.
The Pashtun ethnic minority is systematically oppressed by Pakistan. In the last 20 years, under so-called war on terror, Pakistan has committed gross human rights violations, including enforced disappearances, extrajudicial killings, arbitrary detentions, and torture.
The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which connects Gwadar port in Balochistan to Uyghur-populated Xinjiang, has been blamed by campaigners for killing and displacing indigenous people. Development projects can violate the rights of local communities and vulnerable populations since they are frequently motivated by commercial interests and political ambitions. Land grabbing, forced evictions and displacement have common manifestations of such violations in Pakistan. Communities are uprooted from their homes, livelihoods destroyed and cultural heritage lost, all in the name of progress. These violations not only infringe on basic human rights but also perpetuate social and economic inequalities.
As you know, today more than 3 million Uyghurs are suffering in the concentration camp and the religious persecution. And today is the Eid, and the first day of the Eid, and entire Muslim world celebrated. But Uyghur, Kazakh, and the other Turkish-speaking Muslim people have no right to celebrate Eid.
In other parts of the world, the governments prioritize the protection and empowerment of communities, ensuring their meaningful participation and consent to achieve sustainable and equitable progress. It is not so in Pakistan and China, though. The oppressed people from Pakistan and China who have been facing persecution and state atrocities are raising their voices at international platforms, especially at the United Nations. The international community, they say, hasn't been cognizant though and seek its urgent attention and a proactive action.